What's up, friends? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another fall 2025 photo shoot. And it's Saturday, October 18th today. So it's 9:30 in the morning right now. So getting out pretty early this morning. And yeah, just this will probably cut on to yesterday's footage as well. So, but yeah, came down here to kind of in town La Crosse, kind of near the college. And yeah, just gonna kind of walk around this little neighborhood area here. Got a couple shots in mind that I want to go take kind of in this area, and then yeah, probably just bounce around town today. All the leaves are popping off pretty good right now. It's the third weekend of October, so we are in peak color season right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna get out here and start snapping some shots, and hopefully we get some good ones. Vertical shot here, kind of looking at this house. Some nice yellow leaves in there. Nice vertical here, got cool shadows coming through on the building. Nice sunlight coming through right there. Yeah, these shadows are sweet. Pretty gnarly shot right here, guys. Saw this cut. Saw these vines. Got some vines right here as well. Just vines all over the place in this shot. But framed this up. So this is like the center point. Yeah, lots of yellow. Looks really good. Little tints of green in there, but mostly yellow. This is a really sweet frame. This is awesome, right in here. All that frame, really cool looking. Yeah, and like this is my position, so I'm cutting out all of this stuff, all this crap in the foreground here. I zoomed in a bit, so. Nice frame. Got some good ones so far this morning. All right, guys. That kind of just walked around this little neighborhood, so I think that's pretty much gonna wrap for this area at least. You guys can see all those colors behind me. But some decent shots throughout here. This is kind of the college area, so a lot of these guys and people are just sleeping right now. But yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it for this location. It's a pretty small little area, but gonna hop in the truck, go to the bathroom, and then drive around a little bit, figure out where I'm gonna go to next. But no clouds in the sky. Nice and sunny this morning, so should be a good day. Made a little pit stop in town here, specifically for this tree. This looks nice. try and get a shot of this. Landscape shot here, guys. Trying to pick up on all the leaves on the sidewalk here in this shot. So making good use of that wide angle for this. But yeah, I just thought all these fallen leaves look pretty cool. So yeah, just framed it up just like this. Very nice. There's lots of good trees around here. All right, friends, I changed locations. I'm gonna try and get somewhere in there to shoot this tree kind of this way with these houses in there. Saw this kind of driving in here, so just need to get on the other side and we'll get those shots. All right, friends, I'm on a very busy road, so try and get this footage for you guys. But just got a vertical shot in here, looking up at this tree. So yeah, I kind of walked out into the road a little bit here and then crouched down a little bit to get that shot right there. Super busy road, but hopefully you guys get the idea. Really nice silver maple right there. Bluff in the background. Yeah, it looks really nice. All right, guys, I just walked up this road a little bit, but it's about 11:30 right now. So I'm gonna start heading back here. It's pretty much gonna be it for the morning. So yeah, I just didn't really see anything else up this road other than that shot I just showed you guys down there. It's an incredibly busy road right now. There's tons of people heading up to the bluff to go hike. But yeah, I'm gonna get back, get some lunch, and then head back out again. Okay, back in the truck here, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, I came over to this little hiking spot here, and I thought there would be a trail going kind of up into the bluffs, but I don't know. It looks like there's private property or like no access or something. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but we just did a little walk around this neighborhood. Just another little neighborhood I bounced over to here. It's about 11:40 right now, so got some decent shots, a couple shots throughout there, which was nice. But right now, plan for right now, I'm gonna go back to the crib, get some lunch, refuel a little bit, and then head back out. Hopefully, they're saying it's gonna be partly cloudy to sunny up until like 2 o'clock. And then they're saying it's going to be cloudy for the rest of the day after that. But they were saying that yesterday, and it turned out to be pretty sunny throughout the whole day. So I'm hoping that we actually do get a little bit of clouds that come in here, and then it stays sunny, so we can get a little bit of cloud cover in the photos as well. That would be cool. But that's kind of the plan for right now. Just going to take a little break, head back to the crib, and then come back out here and continue on this Saturday fall day in October. So yep, third weekend of October here, guys. So I mean, pretty much for the most part, everything is peaking, or yeah, in the process of peaking in terms of colors right now. So the fall foliage is definitely hitting strong right now. So gonna try and make the most of today, and yeah, the whole weekend. So yep, I'm gonna head back to the crib, and then we'll get right out here again and get back after it. Okay, we are back out here again, guys. It's about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I'm in a pretty cool spot right now. You guys can see that bluff behind me there, but just kind of on the south side of town-ish, and yeah, just in this little neighborhood that's right underneath this kind of bluff. So kind of planning on just walking around here, kind of back here as well, into these suburbs. Hopefully get some bluff shots kind of behind me in there too. But perfect conditions right now. It's a little bit cloudy, but sunny still. So yeah, absolutely perfect conditions. So it should be good. Nice street scene right here, guys. Just the landscape, looking at the bluff. Actually got some nice little clouds rolling in there too, but can kind of pick out the color on the bluffs there. Really nice light. I'm just gonna walk up this road right now. Got kind of a vertical shot, looking at the bluff, these houses in the front. Kind of a nice scene there. Pretty cool, you can see that bluff in the background and everything. Check out all these decorations. Dude is going hard. Nice scene here of the bluff though. I didn't take any shots of this. I'm looking for a frame right now, but want to get something in the foreground or like create a frame with this if I can. Got some other trees in here, but I'm gonna keep looking around. Still got good light. So all right, friends, back in the truck once again. Yeah, I checked out that other kind of spot just right up here, looking at the bluff. Didn't really see anything. So another quick little walk around the neighborhood. Got a couple good ones in there. So it's exactly 2 o'clock on the dot. They're saying it's gonna get cloudy in like an hour, so I got to figure out what I want to do. I've got like 2 locations in mind that I was thinking about hitting. So one is more on the south side, kind of up on top of a bridge that's shooting at the bluffs again. And then another one isn't actually too far from here. I've been driving by it, but it's just another little neighborhood right up against the bluffs. So we'll see. I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. Sunset is at 6, so I don't know. I'm going to see what these clouds do, and yeah, we'll just cut to the next location. All right, back out here once again, guys, south side of town. And right now what I'm going to attempt to do is get up right there on top of that little ridge thing on this bridge, and hoping that we can get some shots kind of looking into this neighborhood in here that's right up against the bluff. And I actually scoped out this area yesterday. It's very cloudy yesterday, but today it's sunny, so figured it might be a good time. I may have to sit up there, so I wanted to get this shot closer to sunset. It's like 2:15 right now, so might have to just wait this one out a little bit, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm looking at getting up there and then shooting kind of this way into the bluffs from that vantage point. So maybe some clouds will come in here too, make this scene a little bit more interesting, but we'll check it out. Well, I'm definitely in the thick of it here, guys. Right on this slope. But I am having trouble with these power lines right now. So I'm trying to find any scenes where those power lines are not in play. But yeah, just kind of trying to get around up here is difficult. Pretty crazy looking. But yeah, I just do not like these power lines. They're like right in my way. So I don't know. Could be a bust, but I'm gonna keep looking a little bit. Might be something down there. So we'll keep looking. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out of this location. It's a little bit of a bust right now. It's just too sunny, and yeah, this just wasn't looking as good as I thought it would. These power lines are just really in the way. So this could look really good at sunset, possibly with some clouds going on in the sky too, but right now it just doesn't look that great. So I know there's better shots around that I can get. So I'm just gonna get my way out of here. Okay, just switched locations again, guys, for like the 5th time today. So it's just past 3 right now, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we got Granddad's Bluff right there, and I'm just planning to walk into the neighborhoods in here and try and get some shots looking up at the bluff there, kind of with the houses in the foreground and stuff. So yeah, there's lots of cool looking houses down here against the bluff. So just past 3, so this should take us up until sunset. But yeah, there's Granddad's right there, as you guys can see. So yeah, kind of just gonna work these houses in here a bit. This looks pretty nuts in here. That's pretty crazy looking. Nice shadows as well. Gonna look around for a shot in here. Nice vertical shot here, guys. Got this tree kind of cut off right there, right about there. See all the fall colors in the background. Okay guys, I just walked around to another spot back here, but I think I'm gonna head out of here, head out of this neighborhood. You can see the bluff behind me a little bit back there. But yeah, didn't see much back here, just those couple shots that I just showed. So gonna start making my way back to the truck, and then yeah, we'll just keep rolling to another location. Pretty crazy scene right here. Kind of at this cul-de-sac, and this is like the perfect angle for this grove of maples on top of the bluff right there. So I was just shooting a vertical, zoomed in all the way to 35 millimeter right here, about right here, cut off. And we're closing in on 4 o'clock, so getting kind of low light right now, which is nice. But yeah, this is just gorgeous scene. You can see the whole bluff side, all the leaves turning up there. Crazy shot through here, guys. Picking up on those maples again. Kind of got some Halloween decor in the foreground. It's pretty cool. All right, quick little update here. It's what, 4:30? Yeah, 4:30 right now. Sun is noticeably getting dimmer, lower in the sky. So I've been walking here for quite some time. Been walking like all day. But I'm gonna go look at one more spot, one more location that I have in mind. And then, yeah, well, it's like 2 blocks over, so it's gonna take me a little bit, but we'll see what it looks like. There's like some really yellow ash trees down this block that I was thinking, so we'll see what it looks like, and then probably wrap it up after that. Well guys, these are the ash trees that I was hoping of getting, but as you guys can see, we've pretty much lost all our sunlight. Sun is right there, but it just got really cloudy, so it's pretty flat right now. So all right, so yeah, I think we're just gonna call it there, guys. Yeah, these ash trees are really cool looking. They're very yellow, but just really flat right now. There's nothing going on in the sky, so I'm just gonna wrap it up, start heading back to the truck, and then we'll close it out. Ooh. Oh man, what a day, guys. What a day. It's been a long one. Oh my gosh. But we are back. I'm gonna wrap it out here, guys. It is 4:50, and yeah, like you guys just saw in this field footage, the clouds have rolled in pretty much all the way now, and there's pretty much no light making its way through. But man, this is probably going to be some long field footage, so if you guys have made it this far, you're an OG, and you may as well stick around for the photo review. But yeah, we got out all day today pretty much. Started out around 9:30, 10 o'clock down near the college, near UWL, and then yeah, just pretty much worked a bunch of different neighborhoods throughout the rest of the day, kind of all in town here. I was bouncing around a lot. I don't know how many different locations I hit up today, but it was quite a lot. And I know some of those didn't turn out, some of the spots I was thinking of going, it was just either not looking as good as I thought it would, or yeah, it just didn't turn out. Some of the spots just didn't turn out as good as I thought they would. So, but that's all right. Like I was kind of saying, and I've said before, like it's just as valuable knowing where not to go for photo shoots than it is knowing where to go. Like it's just as valuable, because then not to go back to that spot, or like worry about planning a photo shoot around a certain location if you just go and scope it out a little bit and go look at it. So even though some of those spots didn't turn out, I know to just look elsewhere now. So but yeah, we bounced around a lot today, saw a lot of the city, a lot of the neighborhoods on this nice Saturday, and it was gorgeous out today. It's perfect. I think the high today was like 70. So yeah, it was a good one. Got out and really got after it today. So it's what I need to do during peak fall season. So but yeah, that'll do it for me, guys, and this photo shoot on Saturday, October 17th. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. And I think that's all I gotta say for now. Yeah, I will say that one landscape shot in the beginning, with all the vines and stuff, that was probably one of my favorites all day. That shot was so sweet. And then we got a lot of different photos all throughout today, but that one especially was awesome. So all right, yeah, this has gone on long enough, so I'll see you guys back at the crib for the photo review.
What is up, friends? Welcome back to the crib for another photo review of fall 2025, episode 7 here. Yeah, episode 7. And this was all in town on this photo shoot, like you guys just saw in that field footage. So yeah, we got up bright and early. I believe we got out there right around 9-10 o'clock in the morning, kind of in town there. And this was on Saturday, October 18th, so kind of rolling into the later part of October, 3rd, 4th week of October here. And yeah, really good photo shoot on this episode. Ton of time out there, just kind of walking around the neighborhoods and such. And it was a very, very sunny day. I think it was relatively warm on that day as well, but super sunny day, very bright, and basically no clouds in the sky. But overall, we had a really good photo shoot on this episode. We kind of started in kind of the college area of town, kind of just like campus housing in some of those neighborhoods, and then later on in the day, we worked kind of towards along the bluff sides there, as you guys kind of saw. I was trying to get a mix of that, kind of shooting some just some homes, and then trying to mix in like the bluff landscapes as much as I could with the suburbs as well. So I kind of was planning on, that was kind of my plan for at least the later part of the day, was to kind of walk around those neighborhoods that were right up against those bluff lines there, and at least pick out some of the fall color, or at least try and capture some of that fall color that was coming off the bluffs, because during this shoot, as you guys saw, a lot of the trees up on the bluff lines there in La Crosse were pretty much peaking, and they were looking really, really good. It's kind of interesting because you see these trees kind of peak at different times. Whether you're in town or like out in the countryside or on the bluffs, they all kind of peak at different times. But in this shoot, it was actually we timed that out pretty good. So those shots that you guys saw of the bluffs with kind of the homes mixed in there, the trees on the bluffs look really, really good. They were kind of bright and vibrant, reds and yellows and oranges and stuff. So that was really cool to see. I was actually really stoked that we were able to capture some of those photos at the end there with the bluff sides. I thought that was really cool. But overall, really good day on this one. We made a full day out of it. And I've been going hard kind of in this later part of October, as we were kind of getting a late peak into the fall season this year. So a lot of the trees were peaking relatively late, and but that's why we kind of we were going pretty hard during this time of this time of the month, and we got out there for a full day. And you guys are going to start to see more of this kind of in-town stuff as we wrap out the fall season. I definitely went more in town and did a lot of photo shoots, kind of roaming around just neighborhoods and stuff like that. As these trees kind of in the city start to peek out after the kind of countryside landscape trees. That's kind of usually what happens around here. Is a lot of the maples and stuff like that. The trees you see in town will peek out like the latest. So you guys will start seeing more of that as we get into the kind of final episodes of fall here. There'll be a lot of kind of in-town shoots that I go on. So that's pretty much it, guys. So let's just hop on the screen and we'll start reviewing the photos here from this photo shoot. We got a lot of good ones here. A lot of good ones here out of this shoot, and I have actually put in some edits from this photo shoot, so you guys will see some of those at the end. Just got a handful of these that I've edited up so far, so that is always good. But we'll just start rolling through some of these ones, some of the best ones that I selected out from the photo shoot here, and this was just starting out right away. Kind of like I said, near the college campus area, kind of in the student housing area, and starting out here, just taking some shots, vertical style, and I really like this one because of the shadows that were popping up against the house here. You guys will kind of see that throughout these photos. I was really trying to pick up on, any shadows I was seeing, trying to get, obviously it was very sunny on this day, like no clouds at all in the sky, so I was trying to, mix in some shadows where I could, but I thought this scene looked pretty cool just for what it was. Got some nice fall color here on this tree, and then, the shadows against that house just look pretty dope. So, good little spot there. And then this shot was absolutely awesome. This is probably one of my favorite shots out of this whole day, and probably for the season. I mean, this is just a really good shot. Kind of got a nice natural, if this would come into focus here for me, but we got a nice natural frame here with all these vines coming across here, kind of just like creeping up on this telecom wire there. And it was just very vibrant, super yellow. The sun was pretty much right behind me in this shot, so it was lighting up the scene really nice. And this does not want to come into focus, of course. Lightroom is not good for previewing raw images. Man, that sucks. Just wants to. Yeah, but this is in focus. I'll show you guys. I did edit this up. So I can actually probably just show you guys that now. Just because I want you guys to see that in full focus here. Where is it? Here we go. So there's that shot, fully edited. And you guys can see the good clarity there, good focus on the house. Obviously, this was kind of the main center point right in here. But that is the final kind of edited up photo from that shot. Did a little bit of a crop on it, 5x7, but really cool photo. One of my favorites from the whole day. Go back to Lightroom quick. You guys can see there just a type of edit I was making on it as well. Brighten it up a little bit. Tried to keep those shadows and the contrasts relatively deep. But that was a pretty cool shot there. Another landscape. As I was just driving around, I noticed this very vibrant. This is actually cropped too. What is going on here? Interesting. Huh. Okay. That's weird. Let me just make sure. Huh. Okay. I guess that wasn't cropped. But, cool shot here. I thought this was. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Let me just. I edited up that one as well, so I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah. So there's the final edit of that shot. I was looking at this and I was like, is this in the right crop? I didn't even. It was kind of taking me for a trip there, but good landscape scene here. nice, very, very red maple. And then I was just picking up on all these leaves, kind of on the sidewalk here and stuff, falling on the car. I thought that was pretty cool. All those leaves hanging out there. So there was the original. But really nice shot. Bunch of fallen leaves. And I was trying to position myself kind of in a decent angle for that one. But as you guys just saw there's the edit. So brought up the highlights a little bit, a bit more saturation and reds, those red hues. Tried to bring those out a little bit more, keep it pretty vibrant. So that was a pretty cool scene. Working our way through here, so this was later on in the day as I was working these neighborhoods kind of closer up in the bluffs. Saw this scene. This is Granddad Bluff here. Granddad's Bluff, pretty popular spot in town. But we just got a nice kind of house scene with this very, very nice yellow, vibrant tree kind of in the foreground. This was an absolutely dope shot that I ended up editing. I'll show you guys that at the end. But this was a crazy, crazy scene here. As I was driving around and just going to different locations, this was actually not planned for at all. I just saw this sign. This is in town, so I actually see this all the time. But I just saw these trees, the yellow tree, red tree, and then the sign, and I was like, man, this is going to make a perfect fall shot with all these colors going on here. And it was just total coincidence that there was this kind of orange Porsche sitting out here. I did not even see that until I walked up on the scene, and it was just perfect. So we got orange Porsche, really cool looking car here, sitting under the sign, and then yeah, just a really cool sign itself, Eagle Bluff Plaza, kind of retro looking. And then the yellows and reds on those trees, it just made a really crisp, really dope scene. Lots of colors going on and whatnot. So the final edit on that one turned out pretty sweet as well. So I'll show you guys that at the end. Going to a different neighborhood here, more on the south side of town. Picking up just some verticals here. These are unedited. But we got a bluff in the background. Trying to capture some of that foliage on there, and just get some different landscape features kind of going on in the background, just to kind of spice things up in the shot a little bit. Another vertical shot of a really nice looking home here, kind of old school looking, classic house there. And this was right at the base or foot base of the Granddad's Bluff right there, as you guys can see. We got good sharpness coming through. Now Lightroom wants to load these nicely for me, which is good. Yeah, good vertical shot here. Just posted up right under this elm tree, I believe. And wide angle is good for these shots. You can kind of take in everything that's going on in the scene. Kind of got some nice yellows coming through on that as well. I like this shot just because we had some Halloween decorations, some little ghosts hanging off the tree there. I thought that was kind of cool. And I just wanted to capture the street scene a little bit. You guys can see I'm kind of zoomed out, making use of that wide angle here. This is probably at 18, 16 even. But yeah, I thought that shot was kind of cool just for the little ghosts hanging there. It's always fun. Same location, same kind of spot, just taking a different perspective here of the bluff and the house. So just moved more to the front, and you guys can really see there what I was talking about with Granddad's, just really vibrant right here. This was pretty much peak in terms of the bluff trees in the background that were going off. So you guys can kind of see that popping through on these shots in the background there. So that was pretty awesome. And as I was picking up on that, I really wanted to make sure that I captured those trees on the bluff as best I could. And this shot was the one for that. This was definitely the photo that captured a lot of that vibrant fall color that was coming through on Granddad's here on this day. And this was kind of closing in on sunset now, so this was pretty much closing up the photo shoot. I'll show you guys the final edit of this photo at the end here, but this turned out great. Not like a crazy, there's nothing crazy going on in this. It's kind of a simple photo, but I think the lighting and just the the contrast between the house and the bluff looks really good there. So yeah, that was really, really cool find. And yeah, this is actually a really good time of the day as well, because yeah, like that sun was setting in the background here, and it was just lighting up the bluff side just a little bit there, right at the end of the day. So that was cool to capture that. And we got good focus on the bluff there. Kind of see everything, those colors. And the Lumix camera has been picking up the color profile of all these fall leaves and stuff really nicely. So I've been enjoying that with the new camera and such. That's been really good. I'm going to make sure the recording is good. Hang on. All right, we good. And this should be the last shot here, guys. Last, I guess, good shot that I selected out. And I actually posted this on Halloween because I thought this was a perfect kind of Halloween shot here. I like getting these every year if I can get a couple photos with like some Halloween decor, decorations kind of going on in the photo itself. I love doing that around Halloween time, at least capturing a couple photos like this. So this was really fun. I was able to, this is just actually right off a busy street. And yeah, I just saw this kind of scene here with the homes kind of creating this cool frame where you could, pick up on the bluff in the background there, looking through kind of this driveway, and then these kind of Halloween decorations in the foreground. That was pretty awesome. Pretty cool to see that. So this is not focusing 100%, but you guys get the idea. So those were pretty awesome. I'll show you guys. We'll move to these other edits real quick. So I'll show you guys that shot we just looked at here. So there's that one. Really dope. I thought that turned out pretty sweet. You guys can see the focus that we got going on. Really good focus on this. Really vibrant trees in the background there. And just, I thought that, like I was saying, the frame that this created was just pretty sweet. Just kind of, there's just this gap in the driveway. And then, the fact that you can kind of see all those vibrant colors going on in the background is pretty awesome. So this is a really cool Halloween shot. And then, you guys saw this one of the red leaves on the sidewalk off this maple. Just a good street scene there. This was the Granddad's shot here, the 8x10. I actually printed this out, so that's pretty cool. I thought this was a good print-worthy shot. But you guys can see there from the original edit, I just bumped up a lot of the vibrancy, saturation, colors going on here to really make those pop. Make all those trees pop on the bluff side. So, really dope shot here. Yeah, I thought this turned out really cool. So, yeah, one of my favorites. One of my favorites for sure. And then, you guys saw this one of the vines. A lot of cool scenes that we saw throughout this day. I love coming across stuff like that where It's kind of subtle. Like, you really have to kind of look for those sort of things. In terms of like this shot with the Halloween decorations and whatnot, and then this shot with like the vines. Like, those are kind of scenes that you kind of have to spend a little bit more time picking those out. And then there was one more, the plaza. Here we go. Yeah, so did a little bit more heavy edits on this one. This is an 8x10. You guys can see I really bumped up the reds. The red hues in this one. I messed around with kind of the red curves. And then tried to keep the shadows contrast relatively dark as much as I could, but this one turned out pretty dang awesome as well. I think I should do, I did a print on this as well. I thought this would be a good print-worthy shot, but good focus on all that. And the colors in this shot just they absolutely are popping. So that was kind of a cool retro shot, and then that Porsche down there, that was just a really cool bonus. So lots of cool scenes out of this photo shoot here. I'll show you guys quick some of the other photos that did not make it to our edit selects from this shoot. So this was like literally the first couple shots that I took going into the field footage. Just was picking up on, again, the yellows and stuff, shadows. None of those really turned out as best as I thought they would. These are those vine shots you guys can see here. I'll just scroll through these photos. What I was doing I was kind of just positioning myself right in the pocket here to create this this frame with the vines. But the way these vines just creeped over this telecom wire and all this, it was just nuts, man. Like, I love these types of scenes where they just creates like this natural composition with all the foliage, and then you have like, suburban, residential stuff going on. Just really cool. Really cool. Look through some more of these. Had some ones that didn't make the cut. Most of these honestly did. We saw a lot of cool scenes throughout here. This was just kind of the neighborhood street scene that I was looking at on the south side. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So I was planning on, I was trying to get these shots of the bluff. I was literally up on like a viaduct bridge, and I really wanted to get some of these shots with like this neighborhood against the bluff here, but these telecom wires were just completely in the way. I didn't have a zoom lens or anything where I could zoom past these wires to get them out of the frame. And the bluffs themselves really did not look, I mean, you guys can see they were just kind of brown yellow, so nothing really crazy. This location just wasn't worth it. I was actually pretty stoked about this location. I thought it would be really good, but it just did not turn out at all. So you guys saw that in the field footage. But, you got to go look at stuff and see what's actually out there to see if it's worthy of any good photos. And, yeah, just some more here, kind of working through the neighborhood. Nothing crazy. Got a couple shots of this kid riding his bike down the road. That was kind of cool, but none of them are very cinematic or anything. It was kind of in shadow, blown out sky, so nothing really crazy with that. And then, yeah, just some more shots of the bluff line, whatever, and those last ones there. So those are all the photos, guys. We will hop off the screen. It's been a long enough review, past 20 minutes. So, yeah, a lot of photos, a lot of really cool scenes out of this one. Yeah, there was. I was just kind of stumbling across these scenes that I was coming across out there, and that's kind of what happens in these like in-town shoots, especially in the fall. You just come across kind of residential scenes that are just are really, really dope, like the Eagle Bluff Plaza sign and the vines and whatnot. Those are kind of like I guess scenes that you would see like in the summertime or in the spring or whatever, and not really think twice about them, But once the fall colors hit and you get yellows and reds going on the foliage. Those kind of simple scenes that you see in town and whatnot, like every day on your everyday whatever route, or just day to day. You see those locations, don't really think much of them, and then once the fall season comes around, you get yellows, reds, all these colors going on, and those types of scenes turn into something that's definitely worthy of like a cool photo, and they just turn more like cinematic with all the colors going on and such. But saw a lot of cool stuff throughout this photo shoot, guys, and we covered a lot of town here. A lot of just walking around in town. My legs were actually pretty sore after this day. I definitely had a lot of steps, of walking throughout that whole day. It was pretty much from early morning, 9 a.m, till right up until sunset. So it was a really good day worth of photos, guys, and I hope you enjoyed tagging along with me for it. I definitely had a good time out there, and there's more to come. So stay tuned, guys. We got episodes 8, 9, 10, and 11 that are coming up, and after that, we're going to wrap out the season, start going into winter 2026. I know we got to get that started because it is definitely winter out here right now. So going to keep working, keep pushing on getting the rest of these photos out for you guys, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless, and that'll do it from you guys. So I hope you guys are doing well out there, doing your thing, and surviving the cold now that it's very, very chilly. I miss these warm fall days, more especially on the Saturdays, on the weekends and stuff. I definitely am already missing it, but we made the most of it, captured a bunch of really cool photos, and hope you guys have been enjoying tagging along and watching me kind of review these and watching the edits kind of get pushed out here. So, but that'll do it for this one, guys. I appreciate it as always. Thanks for sticking with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.